guys, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me, doing a summary look for you guys. So sorry, I just have some messages that were showing up. I just put my phone on do not disturb so I could film for you guys because I am getting ready for work. So I did prime my eyes with my Anastasia eye primer, and then I just put on my Dewdrop lip oil. What else is new? And then I just set my eyes with my Urban Decay Stay Naked powder. So I'm going to put up my hair and just do a look for you guys. I really have been enjoying doing more like get ready with me videos. I find that I have more time to film get ready with me videos because I'm literally getting ready for the day to do my makeup rather than like having to try and, you know, squeeze in filming. Let's just like coordinate things, Caitlin, because I almost dropped something. So yeah, I'm going to do a blue look for you guys today. I'm going to be using these two palettes from the Legendary Diversa collection. I'm going to be using the Hummingbird palette by the Fancy Face and the Giant Wolf palette from Annette's Makeup Corner. Now, I do want to use a few of the blue shades in this palette. They're just gorgeous. I really have been trying to dip into this palette for the summertime. I didn't get to use it as much when I first got this palette, but I knew that this was going to be a palette that I would use more this summer because this collection came out around last, like, I think September or October, or even like I think it was like November. So I didn't really get to have too much use out of this one, so that's why I'm going to use it more this summer. I actually have used it a couple of times, so now I'm going to be using it for a third time. And then for this palette, I want to use some of the blues down here. I really want to use this shade. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that one in my crease first, or I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the lighter blue first. So I'm just going to start out with this one here. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I don't know why I don't know what this is. Oh, cool. Wow, okay. That's awesome. We just won a work contest, so that's cool. So we get snacks for our fridge. It's like a fill the fridge contest where they, you know, get us like little snacks for the store. So now I'm going to jump into the shade Clear Blue, and that's the shade we are going to start with. And I'm just going to take that on my Odens Eye brush as well because I wanted to use my Odens Eye brushes today for this look, and I'm going to use that in my crease. So I actually, I didn't really have that much downtime before work today, but I actually decided to run this morning. I am going to try and incorporate like working out more in my routine because honestly, I need to get back into shape this summer. I know when people say like, oh, Caitlin, you're so thin, you're this, you're that, you don't need to do that. Honestly, everybody needs to try and work out in some way, like almost every day. Like, you don't have to do it every day, but like, I need to start incorporating it back into my routine. I was getting pretty good about it the past couple of weeks, but my boyfriend suggested to me that I should start running, and I never really wanted to because I'm honestly like not the greatest runner, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go outside and run for a little bit this morning. I only did it for like 8 minutes because honestly, I am pretty out of shape. But honestly, that's a pretty long time for someone who hasn't ran in a while. I mean, I might be giving myself more credit than I actually should get. But honestly, running is hard. So, and it's really hot today. So I just wanted to run where I started sweating. And as I start running more and more, then it will, you know, I will obviously be able to start running longer, and hopefully it'll help me get in better shape. So I just want to take advantage of the summertime and start running. So did that this morning. It felt really good, but dang, it tires you out. Because afterwards, I didn't drink any water before I ran too, which I probably should have, but I wanted to run on like a complete empty stomach because I also wasn't really hungry. So I was like, let me go outside, run a little bit so I can burn some calories. And then I was hungry for breakfast because sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm not exactly hungry. But I really haven't been night snacking. That's also why I gained more weight, is that I was night snacking where like I was eating at like 2 in the morning. Because, you know, I was depressed for a little while. We all get there. But it's up to us to motivate ourselves to do something about it. So I'm excited that I did that this morning. It made me feel really good after, even though it was hard. I really hope I can do it more. So now I'm going to go into the shade Azure, which is that stunning blue. And I'm going to use that in my defining area. I might even take it up to my crease a little bit. But I think I'm just going to use it in the defining area. And it's such a beautiful blue shade. So I'm going to use that, and that is gorgeous. I have been really inspired by color this summer. Like, honestly, all I want to do is colorful looks right now because I'm really into, like, the vibrant colors right now. And that's usually not me. I mean, sometimes I want to do, like, a pink look or something a little bit different than a neutral look. Like, something like I usually do, like, a neutral eye with, like, a pop of color on the lid. But this summer, I'm all about the color, so I haven't done a blue look yet this summer, so I was like, I really wanted to do blue look today. So this shade is so pigmented, you guys. It's such a good shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and just blend that out a little bit more. Yeah, that looks super pretty. I knew this shade would be such a perfect companion color with the Hummingbird palette colors that I'm going to use because it's such a good blue. I kind of wish that blue was in this palette, but that's okay. And then for the outer corners, I'm going to use the shade Lagoon, which is that really beautiful, deep, dark matte in here. This shade is a little bit lighter on the eyes than it actually is in the pan. It might be almost the same. It is a little bit darker than the one we just put down. But they are more similar on the actual eyes than this one looks in the pan, because this color is actually lighter on the eyes, which I kind of wish it was this darker, like navy blue, but it still is different enough for it to build some depth on the outer corners. So, and then I'm going to do the same over here. I was originally thinking about using the ColourPop Star Wars palette for today because I wanted to use the blues in that palette again because I've only used those once. But I'm thinking about using those next week because I wanted to make it like a ColourPop week again, but I've been doing that pretty often actually, so I kind of wanted to dip into a different brand today. And plus, like I said, I want to use the Odens Eye palettes a little bit more this summer, especially this one, because it's just so pretty for the summertime. I'm going to finish blending that out off camera, and then we'll do the lid. Where is my mouse? Okay, and then for the lid shade, I'm going to go into this really beautiful, vibrant turquoise shimmer, and it's called Tropics. And I'm going to use that all over my lid, and it's such a pretty shade. Oh, I love it. I was so tempted by the shade Eternal in the Giant Wolves palette, but this shade is like perfect for this. I wanted like poolside vibes because I'm actually going to my friend's barbecue tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I just wish she had a full pool because this is just like a 3-footer pool, but we have so much fun. We just drink by the pool and eat burgers and hot dogs, and it's just like the best time. So I'm excited because the summer has officially started and we haven't had a barbecue yet, so I'm excited. That shade is so gorgeous. Like, this is why Odens Eye is so good. And it's crazy how long it took me to try Odens Eye. I think the first time I tried Odens Eye was last year, or maybe it was, I can't remember if I tried, I think it was last year. I can't believe it's only been a year since I've been using Odens Eye, but their palettes are wonderful. And their formula is bomb. Alright, so once I have that on the eyes, that is gorgeous. I'm just going to set my, I'm going to pop on something on my brow bone, and then we'll go ahead and do the face. Alright, so now we're going to do the face, and you guys know that I have been obsessed with this spray from Fourth Ray Beauty, which is the Do It spray, so I'm just going to use that. It's just so hydrating, feels so good on the face. I do want to use my watermelon primer from e.l.f., but I'm going to use my e.l.f., why is everything a mess? My Hydro Grip primer today, just because I want to get a little bit more use out of this. And I saw kind of some tips on how to apply this. I think Morgan Turner used this in her Get Ready With Me yesterday, and so did Angelica Nyquist. And basically what you're supposed to do is like rub it in and then kind of like tap it a little. I mean, I feel like it gets sticky like super fast. So I feel like it just gets very tacky right when you put it on. That's why I prefer the one from Milk Makeup a little bit more. Obviously the e.l.f. one is duping the one from Milk, but if you don't want to spend the money like I've said before, then you can just get the e.l.f. one. So for my foundation, I'm just gonna go in with my favorite summer foundation, and one of my favorite foundations in general. You guys know I've been using this for a while now. This is the Anastasia Luminous foundation, and this is like my favorite foundation to use in the spring and summer. And I actually haven't used it in a little while, so wanted to use it today. There's something about when your complexion is done, like, it always makes you feel so good. Like, I love eyeshadow, but like having like a beautiful complexion product like this and something that it just makes my skin look beautiful, there's just like something about it when it's done. It's like, dang, like it never gets old. Like, I could use this foundation a million times and be like, I still am amazed on how good it looks. So that's the thing about foundation. So I'm just going to take that and apply it. I'm getting a bit hungry. I am getting ready earlier. I just feel like I never have enough time to do anything before my night shifts because I have work at 3. I feel like there's a hair somewhere. It's like 2:10 right now. And I wanted to go into the mall for a little bit before I worked. But I don't know if I should eat something before I leave. But like, I feel like I have to get ready earlier and earlier every time, like to have time to get stuff done. Because I wanted to go to Sephora because I wanted to get my free mascara. Because the mascara that I wanted to get, and I'm talking about the sample set that I tried from Sephora, where you could try samples of these mascaras, and then you could redeem whichever one was your favorite for a free full size. So for the concealer, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite concealers right now for the spring and summer, and that is the Tarte Powerflex concealer. I've been loving this one, so I'm going to use this one today. And again, I haven't used this in a little while as well, so I wanted to use it today. And I love it with this foundation. I didn't love the Anastasia concealer. Again, I am very, very picky with concealers right now. And I have gotten very picky with them over the past couple of years. I just don't keep things that don't work for me anymore. If I've used it a few times and it doesn't look good, it goes back. And this has been the only one that, besides the e.l.f. one, of course, that I really have been enjoying. Like the Dior one and the Anastasia one, I did not like either of those for me. They were not for me. And not just me said that they crease like pretty easily. Like they say, I think Andrea Mattiliano said if you don't set the Anastasia one, it will crease on you. And then I think Morgan Turner wasn't crazy about the Dior concealer. And that was the last concealer that I had tried. Like, I loved the consistencies of both of them. They both felt so good on the skin. But underneath the eyes, it's just a deal breaker for me. It just did not work out. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little bit under the eyes. I always end up putting on too much for like any concealer or foundation sometimes. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that and blend it out. So how's your summer going, guys? Like I said, after the city trip, I don't have much else planned right now. God, I should have kind of cleaned up that eyeshadow a little bit more. You can kind of see it right now, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It's actually been going pretty good for me. After the city trip, it's been like, I've just been pretty low-key the past couple of days because that was a lot. And since I ended up having to drive into the city, I've just been trying not to drive too much right now because that was a lot of gas. But at least the gas prices are going down right now. But dang, it was hurting before. I mean, it's still expensive, but it's not as bad. But like, basically $20 only gets you like not even 4 gallons of gas. So I've just been trying to not drive as much. See how good it looks underneath the eyes? Like, that's why I love this dang powder. Ooh. Okay, so my friend's just telling me everything that she got for the barbecue tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Target tomorrow because I usually go like right before I go to our house because I usually pick up a pack of Trulies for us, and it's like a 8-pack, and it's like so annoying to store in my refrigerator. So I mean, I could just keep it in the pantry for a day, but I don't have time to go right now, and I don't really want to schlep it home later after work, so I usually just go right before her party. And I can show up whenever I want to, so I'll probably get there around 2:30ish, and I don't think I'm going to be there at 1. I said I was going to be there around 1:30, but I think it's going to be like 2:30. Which is still plenty of time for us to hang out. And then for the powder, I'm going to use the Stay Naked powder. I have to remember not to use too much of this because it actually adds quite a bit of coverage. So that's usually all I need. I don't know why this concealer is like not looking that great on this side of my nose, but whatever. And then I'm just going to spray a little. Okay, with my milk spray, of course, you guys know I love that. I don't know why my shirt is coming up so much. Like, I can feel it. It's like a cropped tank top, so I kind of can feel it, like, coming up a little bit. Like, bothering my side a little, so high maintenance, right? Okay, so I'm just going to prime my lashes. And then I'm going to go in with, I'm actually almost done, so we're making pretty good timing. So maybe I will have enough time to do what I want to do before I work today. It's only because I got ready earlier. I'm always nonstop, you guys. Always. I never have downtime anymore. Let me just grab my mascara that I'm using. I think I want to use this mascara today, the Item Beauty one. And then for the liner, which I am trying to find my blue liner right now. There it is. I really want to get more of the Makeup by Mario liners, but for now, the ColourPop one will do just fine. These are way cheaper. So I'm just going to use that. And this one, I think this is the shade DTLA. It's like a really pretty, like deeper blue. Almost like a denim shade. Okay, so that's the liner. Really pretty. I just want to clean up the eyeshadow a little bit and then we will finish up the eyes. Okay, so for the mascara, I'm going to use the Item Beauty mascara. I was torn between this one or the Cali Ray mascara on which one I wanted to get as my free one. But honestly, I do really like the Cali Ray one more. And this one, I'm sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. This one is, like I said, like the cheapest mascara out of all of them. This one's only like $15. So if I ever decided to purchase the full size, it won't like break the bank, so. I don't know what is going on with my lashes right now. I have like hair everywhere. It's driving me friggin' bonkers. But this one does a really good job of lengthening my lashes. And then for the inner corners, I'm going to take my other ColourPop brush. And I'm going to use the shade Eternal, which is the multi-chrome in here. It's a really gorgeous color, and I'm going to use that on the inner corners. Ooh, I'm feeling this look today. It looks so pretty. Every time I use Odens Eye, like, it's always going to be beautiful. Excuse me. I also really have to pee right now. Oh, that's so pretty. I am already tired from running today. I really did not get any downtime after that. I just had breakfast and then went to the bathroom and then I just got ready right after that. So, and I'm still taking forever. I don't know why the heck this stupid speck of mascara is right here. I'm just going to do my bottom lashes off camera. Okay, and now we're going to do the bronzer, and the bronzer I'm going to be using is the ColourPop bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach, and I have not been able to stop using this. It is like the most velvety smooth bronzer. Excuse me. I'm burping. My bed. The most velvety smooth bronzer I've ever used, you guys. Like, this is better than any bronzer I've ever tried. I know that's like a big claim, but it literally just glides on the skin and it takes like no work. Like, do you see how easy that was to blend? That takes like 2 seconds to apply. Like, done. It is so easy to use. I'm like super shocked on how good I think that this bronzer is, because after I saw reviews, like, people were like, it's actually really, really good. But I haven't really seen anybody say, like, how velvety smooth and easy to apply this is. This is easier than, like, any of my high-end bronzers. Like, it adds, like, the most beautiful, like, summery glow to my skin. It's a matte bronzer, but it does not look, like, super matte on the skin. It just looks so dang beautiful. And I've been obsessed with this. So I have not been able to stop using it since I got it. I think that this is better than, like, any of my high-end bronzers, even my drugstore bronzers that I have. This is, like, the best bronzer I've ever used. I think it's amazing. And again, it's just so easy to apply. And it just looks so good that I'm just obsessed with it. And it has such a velvety, smooth, like, texture and consistency. I'm just obsessed with it. So highly recommend anybody who's looking for an affordable bronzer to try that, because it's amazing. Okay, so for the blush, I'm going to go into my Love Sprung palette by Artist Couture. And I'm going to use this orangey shade right here. This formula as well is amazing. I don't think I've used this with my ColourPop brush. So this is very, very pigmented, and this is like a one swipe situation where you barely need to tap into the pan, but I think I might just put on a little bit more because I want it to be a little bit more orangey. Yeah, super pretty. I don't want to tap it off as much as I did. I just want to apply it. Okay. I feel like with this brush, I can build up the color a little bit more. And without it being, like, too scarily pigmented. Like, that's the color I'm looking for. So I'm just going to build it up a little more over here. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I like that. Looks great. Such a good blush. And I think that's such a pretty blush for this look. I'm getting tired, you guys. I'm tired. Okay, and then for the highlighter, I want to use a loose highlighter today. I've just been obsessed with loose highlighters for the summer. I usually do whip out loose highlighters for the summertime. And also, if you're looking for that, like, intense glow for the summer, you can't go wrong with a loose highlighter. There's just something about loose highlighters that makes them, like, super intense. I mean, obviously, because it's loose. So I'm using the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, what is this called? Extra highlighter. Oh, that is so beautiful. It's really not as white as you think it is. Like, I think that this is always going to be, like, super stark white on the skin, but it's not. It has, like, a white pearly shift to it, and it's so gorgeous. And that's, like, exactly what I wanted. It's so dang pretty. And I'm going to just apply a little bit to my nose. But yeah, you can't go wrong with a loose highlighter if you want something, like, more intense and you're not getting, like, the payoff that you want from a pressed one. Because sometimes pressed ones, it depends on, like, your skin for the day and stuff like that. Did somebody call me? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not joining that. No, definitely not. My team just called, like, my store manager and, like, the rest of my team called congratulating us. But we've filled the fridge before. That looks so beautiful. Okay, I am getting really tired right now. Maybe I should have relaxed today. All right, so now we're just gonna do the lips real quick. I'm just setting my face with my Milk makeup spray. Let me just do my brows off camera. Okay, so I went ahead and lined my lips off camera just to save some time. Sorry. I feel like I need to fix that. So I used the ColourPop liner in the shade BFF. And then for my lipstick, I actually picked this up a couple of days ago with the Rare Beauty lipstick with a store credit because I went and exchanged my Melt Cosmetics blush palette because I just found myself not even using it. Sorry if the brows look a little uneven. I had to pee while I was doing it, so I had to run to the bathroom because I'm like, dang, kind of got thrown off a little, but whatever, as long as I don't do this too much. So I'm using the Give by Gwen Stefani lipstick in the shade Lovable Me. I really wanted to try one of these, and she came out with some nude shades. I was not getting the red shades because I knew I wouldn't use them, so I'm excited that she came out with a couple of other shades. So I'm going to use that. It's so pretty. I have used this once before. I haven't used it on camera yet. I'm actually wearing this in my favorite summer palettes video when I do mention the Odens Eye Hummingbird palette, so you guys can go check that out. And I'm wearing this lipstick in that video. And I do really like this lipstick so far. It feels very nice on the lips. And it smells like vanilla. Honestly, vanilla scented is not my absolute favorite scent, like, to wear, like, in perfume and stuff, but I really love vanilla scents in lipsticks. I would prefer if, like, a lipstick is scented for it to be vanilla flavored than, like, anything else. My dog Watson is rolling around on the floor growling again, and it just makes me laugh. He, like, rolls around and, like, kind of does this to the carpet, like, with his face, and, like, rubs it on the carpet, and he goes, like, roar, and it's just so funny. I can hear him through my door. All right. All right, I'm just messing it up. Just give me a second. Okay, and then I do want to put a gloss on top. I've been obsessed with the ColourPop So Glassy lip gloss that I just got in the shade Solana. I used this in my first impressions Get Ready With Me, but I've been loving it so much, so I'm going to use it over this lipstick too. I really do love this new lip gloss formula from ColourPop. It's definitely their best that they've ever done. Because, again, I have said this a million times, but I've never been too crazy about their lip gloss formula. I think this one's the best they've ever done. All right, and that's it, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. I actually washed my hair yesterday, so everything looks fresh and pretty. I love how the eyes turned out. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I love you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great day. And I really love how this look turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really love I just wanted to use some of my summer favorites, and it really has been fun sharing my spring favorites and my summer favorites with you guys and Get Ready With Me. I've been having a blast. So much fun. All right, love you guys. Bye.